Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today's video, we're going to be talking about a firmware we're testing here at our farm. This firmware is from VNISH, and we're testing it out, the newest version they have that came out a little earlier. We're going to be testing it, talking about the difference between VNISH and Braiins, and talking about how we provide our clients with the best, most efficient way to run their miners here. We don't just run them in a standard Bitmain firmware and just run on a standard mode and kind of don't really care about their efficiency or their reliability or stability, all that stuff. At our farm here, we care about our clients and we run the best firmware with the best settings and give you guys the best efficiency. So we're going to be talking about that here in this video. So if you think that's interesting, you know what to do. Hit like on the video, subscribe to the channel. And go to cryptollc.org if you're looking to buy ASICs, you're looking to build a farm, you're looking to host with us. We do all of that at cryptollc.org. And before we get started, Bitcoin saves your wealth and Jesus Christ saves your soul. All right, so again, today's video, we're going to be talking about Braiins versus VNISH. All of these miners here are running Braiins. There is a section here we're actually running VNISH on the PDU5 right over there. We're running VNISH to see the difference between Braiins and VNISH there. But we're going to be talking about the difference in terms of fan speeds, in terms of efficiency, in terms of those things, and just going over how at our farm we make sure that our clients get the most efficient mining experience. So I'll show you guys one of our miners here. This is a miner 4R06. This miner is actually located in the container on opposite side. This is container 1 and this is container 2, opposite side. Anyway, so we're going to be talking about how these temperatures, they have a direct impact on your efficiency. Also, the performance has a direct impact on efficiency as well. We're running these miners in low power mode, so we're immediately increasing their efficiency dramatically. You see we're running them at 1740. This is a tuned miner. Cooling, the speed of the fans, actually the temperature on the chip. So we're targeting 50 Celsius on the chip. All of those things have a direct impact on how much efficiency you're going to get. To give you an example, you see this? We are targeting 50 degrees Celsius on the chip. If we increase this to 60, 55, 60, every single time we increase this number to, let's say, 55, the miner is going to consume about 30 to 50 watts more each time. So if I increase it by 5, it's going to be 50 watts more, like 30, 50 watts more. I increase it by another 5, it's going to be another 30, 50. I increase it by another 5, and so on. What happens is, when you are running a Bitmain firmware, Bitmain is just going to target whatever it wants to target at that time. It's not really reliable in terms of targeting the chip temperatures. A lot of times it'll just run it at 65. So by running it like that, Bitmain is automatically, you're already losing like 100 watts just on that right there, just on the fan speeds. On top of that, Bitmain does allow low power mode, but does not allow low power mode to be tuned in such a way, I'll show you here, tuned in such a way where you can get maximum tuning per chip. So you can see these chips over here. Let's click on this one here. I gotta turn it in manual mode to actually click on it. But when you go to manual mode, you can actually click on these. And this is a hash rate for the chips. We're running them at 350 megahertz here, 350 global. And it's being tuned at 740. So all these chips are running at 350. If I put it in manual mode, I'd be able to set chips individually. But you get the idea. It tunes all the chips, tunes them individually, gives you the maximum hash rate per chip, while at the same time keeping the chip stable. So I'll show you an example. Actually, I'll give you an example between our farm and other farms. A lot of times you're going to ship your miner to some farm out there. That farm is going to take your miner. It's just going to plug them in, run them on Bitmain firmware. That Bitmain firmware is going to run everything in stock. Bitmain doesn't care that the chips are different. It's not going to tune every chip. It's not going to give you the best efficiency. It's not going to give you the best fan speed per efficiency. It's not going to be any of that. It's just going to plug it in, do it default, run everything in default. What's going to happen is you're going to lose about 200 watts per miner. So you can imagine you shipped someone, some farm out there, 100 miners, you're going to lose 200 a miner, 200 a miner, 200 a miner, 200 a miner. And when you add those up, you're going to have an electric bill that is going to be higher otherwise than you would have if you were hosting with us. You're just going to be throwing away energy. You're going to be throwing away your money hosting at some other farm. At our farm, we run either on Braiins or we run on VNISH. They give you the best efficiency. We run them in the best fan speed, meaning that the fan speed is going to keep the chips cool. It's going to match it up perfectly with our weather outside, which is going to increase or decrease. All that stuff's going to happen. All of that is going to give you like about 200 watts more per miner in terms of efficiency. That's why our S19J Pros run at sub 23 watts a terahash. That's a K level efficiency. So when you buy a S19K, you're getting 23 watts a terahash. When you get an S19J Pro and you run it with us, on VNISH, we're getting 22.4 watts a terahash on VNISH. That is super performance. That is better than an S19K. Better than an S19K. And we allow our clients to do that here. So when you ship your miners out to someone, they're just going to plug them in, run them full power mode. We don't do that. We say, hey, do you want to run your miners in low power mode? You say, yes, I do. All right, we're going to put VNISH on them, or we're going to put Braiins on them. And we're going to run them in that low power mode. And that low power mode is going to lower down your S19J Pros to 22.4. It's going to lower down the S19s, I think it was to 24.5, I think it was. It's a very solid numbers, gives you very good efficiency. So that's what we do here at our farm. Now all of this is included. This is not some extra charge. We don't, accept your miners. Let's say you want to host 100 miners with us. You don't ship your 100 miners and then we say, oh, by the way, there's an extra charge for running custom firmware. Oh, by the way, there's an extra charge of installing the firmware. Oh, by the way, there's an extra charge of actually plugging in your miner. We don't have any of those things. What you pay to host with us is what you pay, right? 7.5 cents. That's what you pay. There is no installation charge. There is no custom firmware charge. There is no low power mode extra charge. None of that. There is no, hey, we could run them in low power mode, but we have to build out more PDUs. We have to build out more space. We have to do all of that to run them in low power mode. So you're going to have to pay for that. There's none of that. 7.5 cents all in. No extra fees, no hidden charges, none of that stuff. Now, if you want to buy ASICs with us and say you don't have any ASICs and you want to host with us at 7.5, you can do that here with us. We can do everything in a bundle for you, meaning that, let's say you want to jump in, like, hey, I want to buy 100 ASICs. All right, let's do that. Let's get you 100 ASICs. Let's put them all low power mode. Let's plug them all in into one of our containers here, and you're good to go. And that's all you're going to be doing. Right? There's no extra fees, no nothing. So if you want to do that, you know what to do. Go to cryptollc.org. We can set everything up for you. And yeah, so that's pretty much it. Just wanted to show you guys around here. You watch our previous videos, you've seen me talking about Braiins a lot. VNISH is what we actually prefer a little bit more in terms of S19J Pros. And Braiins is for the S19s, 95 terahash. Now, we want to keep them both active on kind of a mix of miners here because they release updates, and so we want to constantly check for new versions of VNISH and see if it's better than the Braiins at this miner. Then Braiins releases an update, and then we compare Braiins, is it better now than VNISH? And so we kind of go back and forth and see what's better, and we run the best firmware for you at our farm. And that's going to be it for this video. I hope you guys like it. Until next time, bye.